Somewhere on the internet, in a corner of Discord that thought nobody was paying attention, a line was crossed. What started as typical server chatter quickly turned into a pattern of hate speech, explicit material, manipulation, and behavior that should never be tolerated. Today, we're laying out the evidence. To understand why this video exists, we have to talk about Alice. Over the past few months, Alice has turned what should have been a normal server into a toxic, uncomfortable environment. We're talking about a continuous pattern of behavior, regularly throwing around racial slurs, including the N-word posting explicit, making Nazi jokes, and threatening members with location maps. This isn't just someone having weird humor. It is a deliberate crossing of boundaries on a daily basis. Alice, if you are reading this, I hope you know your actions are harming people. By the way, one of our friends named Oni Michael suddenly still talks to Alice. He's been talking with her ever since. We've tried our best to get him away from Alice, but I guess that lunatic somehow took advantage of a minor and used him as a pet. We confronted Oni Michael. And then, yesterday he quit and blocked all of us. I do feel bad for him, but he needs to know he's talking with the wrong people. We found a half lame-ass apology here. I don't think anyone would be accepting that apology letter, Alice. I mean literally no one. You can't do bad and then ask for mercy after all you've done. I hope you get disowned, you piece of shit. If you want to keep going, we might as well expose your shitty behavior on people. People, please report persons like her. They can harm people badly, and stay away from these people. Be safe. Alice, I didn't want to make this video, but stuff has gotten so bad we have to stop you from affecting people. But now, let's see what Void has to say to you.
I usually don't do this type of collab about drama in case, it's important to talk about, but I feel like this really is, given how awful and idiotic this whole situation is. Like Michael and Alice, which I'll be talking about now. But firstly, I want to mention Alice. I just gotta say, Alice has to be not only an awful and a racist person, but a complete idiot. Firstly, she looks at NSFW. Now you're probably wondering, oh, if they're 18, that's okay. She's fucking 15. She's either 15 or 14. One of her age is confirmed, but I feel like she is 14, given the information I was told. Now, I never met Alice in the server indirectly, obviously, but I did met Michael, but I'll get to that later. So Alice not only watches NSFW, but sends it in DMs with Michael. And then not only that, she says the N-word so many times, like it's just a word. Even in her server, one of her so-called friends said it's just a word, like it's nothing. Let me say how stupid that is. Yes, it is a word, but words have effects, obviously. Like, let's say I say a slur to you, that will hurt you mentally and physically because what you've been through. Words can hurt, obviously. I don't get why they say, oh, it's just a word. Yes, but it can still hurt. Words are also weapons as well. And I would like to mention how she's just what I just said, but, um, she says the N word constantly, and guess what? She not only says it, but she, is white. Wanna know how? Because of the screenshots I was shown, which shows her real face she posted, which I want to get into. Firstly, why would you dox yourself online? Because obviously people are gonna find that and just blackmail you. Secondly, don't pull like a I don't think she has, but I feel like she will pull I'm a black person card, which she clearly is not. And she says it constantly while she is white, which makes her a racist. And I just want to point out the fact that she's a huge moron. Completely is. Like, I don't care, like, oh, she's a minor. She's still an awful person for what she is doing. Now, I want to get to Michael. So, Michael is not any better as Alice. So, I met Michael through a server, which I was in a collab, one of his animation, which was pretty good. Until this whole thing started. So, basically, she was dating her at the time. Not much how that I know of. Like, I don't know how much they've been dating, but they were dating, which he keeps defending her. Like, whenever she says the N word, he doesn't do anything about it. Whenever she says something, offensive, or he doesn't do anything about it, which is a bad look for him. And I want to mention the fact he also made, I don't know if this is count as NSFW since he said it's a joke, but I still find it weird. Which how do I say it appropriately? A photo of his Shona bending down and his human form doing it to him. Mind you, he is a minor. He is a minor. While he said it was a joke, I feel like it should have done it when he was 18, or um maybe if he done it better. That's not him, because I just find that so weird, given the fact that he's a minor. And I want to mention the fact that his channel, he quits everything actually by the time of recording this. His channel is slightly still up, but now it's renamed I Quit, or I'm a Coward, which I want to bring the fact, while he is an awful person, while I dislike him, while I show no respect for him anymore, I want him to get help. I genuinely want him to get help. He is throwing it all away for this person. If I remember correctly, I think the channel description says something like I wish I never met her like 3 years ago. I could be completely wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But that still does not excuse for what he's done. Yes, he is an awful person, but I feel like maybe, just maybe, he has some slight chance of redeeming himself. I say if he at least confess in his channel, or acknowledge what he is doing is wrong, then maybe it won't be as fucked as it is right now. I don't know why I had a speech problem, but anyway, it would be less fucked than it is right now, because it is not a good look for him. Like earlier yesterday, he was in a call with Hyper and the others, and then while they were asking why he was, with Cheesecake for a long time, he said, and I quote, "Oh, gotta go," which is so much of a bad look for him. Whatever he's going through, like, I get losing someone is hard, but you have to let an awful person go from, what I've experienced. Like, I want him to get help. I seriously want him to do better. I want him to admit his faults. Yes, it'll be fucked, but it's not going to be as fucked as it is right now. Him leaving everything will just set the flame even more. Like, I genuinely want him to do better. If not, he could be a lost cause, but I have some slight hope he will at least do better. So yeah, in my conclusion, this whole drama is just idiotic and just well, awful. Like, it's genuinely awful. Oh, forgot to mention the fact that, if I remember correctly, she sent this to minors at her age, which is so fucked up, which I have to say. Of course, I could be completely wrong, but it still does not excuse the fact that both of them are minors. So yeah, that's about it. See ya. Okay, editor's note here. I accidentally said Cheesecake instead of Alice, so please do not go after me, Cheesecake. I am so sorry.
Here we are. Anyways, please stay away from people like her. Hope you're happy, Alice. Goodbye, loser.